Impressed with all of you. You were here early and ready to go. So I'm Nikki Keohoho, the CEO and co-founder of the Direct Selling World Alliance based in Kailua, Hawaii. And I'm also the founder of Coach Excellence School. So some of the things that we're going to be talking tonight have come from Coach Excellence School. My question is, do I have a big blob in front of all this? I hope you can see. Please write in there and let me know. Oh, you're from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Oh, I'm so excited. And you've been to 5 coach schools. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us tonight. Elite Leadership, you've done that. First time on coaching. So we've done the Elite course. An Elite course, the Elite Leadership course, has a lot of things around coaching in there. So if you've been to that, you've got a little bit of exposure, which is really good. So I want to go ahead and get started with what we're going to be talking about tonight. And again, thank you for joining us. And the Direct Selling World Alliance and Coach Excellence School are thrilled to have so many people as members from all over the world. And for you to join us tonight and be a part of this is really exciting to me. And of course, with Zoom, we can reach so many more people. And we're just happy that we get to have a small influence over your life, to be able to just share some things that could impact your family, your relationships, your children. This isn't just about your business, it's about your life. So we're thrilled to have you here with us. So let's take a look about what our objectives are for tonight. We're going to learn what coaching is and what it isn't, because there's a lot of misnomers about that. A lot of people get confused with what coaching is. We're going to identify the difference between training and coaching. We're going to learn to quickly identify when there is a need for training and when there's a need for coaching, because it's not all the same. You're going to discover how to apply coaching when you're training, how to combine those two, and have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. I plan to stay on, so if you have something you'd like to ask, we'll take you there. So the difference between training and coaching. I'm going to just kind of start with training, because some of you come from training companies. I mean, your company is so focused on training that sometimes we train people to death. See, you know that more training isn't needed when they know what to do. They just aren't doing it. They don't need more training if they know what to do. Coaching is what needs to step in there and be the tool to support that person, because there is a reason they're not doing it. And it's not that they don't know how, and it's not that they're stupid. So we want to learn how to know when to do those two things, and we will be talking about that. So training, I'm the trainer tonight. My job as the expert is to impart information to you. So trainers pour into people. Coaches draw from people. They're almost opposite. So training, again, I'm the expert. It's your agenda. So when you're training, you're modeling, you're showing, you're sharing, you're telling. It's all those things. And training is important. I don't want you to think that training isn't important. See, you must train before you can coach on a skill. But I'll tell you what, you coach before you train when someone has a limiting belief or a reason they're not doing something, when we want to uncover something. And there's some of you right here, and it could be you, and I'll look at the chat box periodically so I can tell. There's some of you that may be stuck, that you haven't done this in a long time, or maybe you've been at it a long time and you're bored, or you don't know what to do differently, or you're not learning anything new. All those are reasons to feel like, well, I don't know what to do next, so I'll just do nothing. So, by the way, this is so exciting. Thank you for calling all the way from Winnipeg. Sheila, we're happy to have you joining. It's your first time. We met in Toronto at a convention. That was such a great convention up there. I stayed till about 3 o'clock in the morning coaching people that night, but it was a fun night and a lot of people got results. So just good. Kentucky is here, Australia, New Zealand. We've got a lot of great people joining us tonight. So again, that training is important. It's just not the only thing. It's not the answer to everything. Now, I want you to get this part. Coaching is a bridge to take you from where you are right now to where you want to be and enjoy the journey. So for other people, it's taking them from where they are today to where they would like to be. not where we think they want to be, or we think they should be, or we think they could be. You know, we tell people you have so much potential, and then they think they're not living up to it. And they sort of, sometimes they feel bad. So instead of telling somebody they have so much potential, we ask, what is it that you would like to get out of this business with the skills, gifts, and talents you have right now? And by the way, this is being recorded and you're going to get that recording. So if you don't grab every word right now, when you get the recording, you'll be able to go back through it. If you signed up for the webinar, you will receive that recording. So it's that's different. Coaching is different than training, and I'm certain that you understand that. So let's take a look. As a trainer, what do we do? As a coach, what do we do? They're two different skills. So as a trainer, we're teaching people how to do something. But sometimes, you know, have you ever gone to an event and somebody tells you what you should be doing, but they don't tell you how to do it? To me, that is a real disservice to people. So I'm not going to tell you so much. I'm going to tell you how tonight, but I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing. You've got to decide for yourself. So as a trainer, we're teaching. As a coach, we support others to awaken creativity and possibility thinking beyond where they are right now to where they choose to be. And you do it by letting them use their imagination, letting them talk. We talk less as a coach. We ask a question, a particular type of question, which you'll learn if you get into any of our courses, but it's questions to get them to expand. Not, well, did you do this? Did you do that? That's not the kind of questions. Certainly we don't want yes or no questions because that's a dead end, but they're questions to let the person bring their possibility thinking to the forefront, which is a beautiful thing. As a trainer, we provide the answers. We have the answers. I don't know, I can't see you, but raise your hand if you want to be the answer queen for the rest of your life or the answer king for the rest of your life. I'm just oh, there's a bunch of hands coming up. Okay. We really are not wanting to be the person that has all the answers. It's exhausting. And by the way, we teach people how to treat us. So if we're teaching them that we have all the answers, that means they don't. You're not smart enough yet. So I don't think that's the message that we want. So that having all the answers isn't so good. As a coach, we support them to find their own answers. They are their answers. And that means they believe them. Instead of me giving them an answer, and maybe they're questioning it, but they just let us tell them, and then they go about doing whatever they were going to do, and maybe it doesn't work. So when they say what they're going to do, they do it. When we tell them what they need to do, we're trying to be their boss. And remember that nobody signed up for direct selling to have a boss. They don't want a job. They want to be independent. So let's teach them how to think for themselves and let them know how smart they are. And there's so many great skills around this. So as a trainer, we have a teacher-student interaction. Today, I'm the teacher, you're the students. But I'm going to do some things in here that are going to help you understand how I bring coaching into this training, because it's the combination of the two that is very, very powerful. And you're going to learn about that. As a coach, it's a partnership interaction. We partner with our team member, and it's their agenda. It's not ours. It's theirs. And when you learn how to use a coaching call preparation sheet, they will make that agenda up before you call. So they're not talking about their sick child or their bad marriage. They're talking about what they came to the call for. As a trainer, the focus is on my agenda. And again, as a coach, it's on that team member's agenda. As a trainer, the expertise is with the trainer. I'm the expert. As a coach, the expertise is with the person you're coaching. They are the expert on their own life. I don't know everybody is an expert on this call. I recognize many of these names and things that are here. Oh, someone says, I'm trying to write really fast. Remember, you're going to get the recording, so you'll be able to grab this later. So just listen and catch the high points. When you come to Coach School, you'll learn how to use storyboards. That skill will help you on every call that you do from this point forward. Every training you do, you'll use those storyboards, which I'm so excited. I've got a lot of people coming in here tomorrow into Seattle. They're going to learn all about it, so I'm so excited for them. So again, coaching is a one-on-one interaction, a relationship that supports people to identify and accomplish their personal and professional goals faster than they could on their own. Now, I'm a business coach, so I'm not so much into their personal things, but sometimes our personal life gets in the way of our business choices and decisions. And besides that, coaching is also can be done with groups. It's a more advanced skill because it takes more, you have to have training, facilitation, and coaching skills, all three of those to be able to do group coaching, but we do teach it and you can do it. So most people start off with one-on-one because they feel very comfortable there. Later on, you may step into it and do some group coaching, which I think is a good thing. So let's talk for a moment about what coaching isn't. It's not counseling. It's not therapy. Give up the couch. This is the thing. If they are calling you and telling you about their bad marriage every week, we're letting them play that bad video and live it out week after week after week. Our job is to be their business coach. I'm going to give you a little line of what you can do when people come to you with that. I can tell that things are really bothering you at home right now, and that there are some challenges, as you've mentioned, in your marriage. I am your business coach, and I'm excited to support you in your vision. I'm not a qualified counselor or qualified marriage counselor. Who do you know that you could go to get that kind of support? You've got to step away from that. You will be drained at the end of the day. You see, coaching, to me, it lifts me up. I'm excited at the end of the day. And sometimes I stay after these events till 2 and 3 in the morning, and they wait in line for hours to be coached. And I'm still excited. And it's because it doesn't take anything from me. You see, when you coach, you let go of the outcome. You don't own that outcome. They do. And, there's responsibility with counseling, there's responsibility with therapy, and there's responsibility in a lot of areas. Coaching is not mentoring. Everybody can have a mentor. It's good to have a mentor. It's just not the same as coaching. Mentor is an expert who has someone has expertise in something. They show you the way because they know the way, that you can model after them. That's a good thing. It just isn't coaching, so don't get them confused. And those of you in some companies, and I know the exact companies, and I can look at this list and tell you, it is not cheerleading. Burn your pom-poms. Because here's the thing about coaching. If you were doing the cheerleading, rah, 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 you can do it, I know you can, you have everything it takes. I had a man say to me one day, Nikki, if I had everything it takes, like my leader said to me, why am I not at the top of this company? See, some of that stuff backfires on us. So it doesn't mean you can't be an encourager, but don't expect cheerleading to take the place of coaching. Cheerleading is temporary. Coaching is permanent. So let's talk for a minute about combining coaching with training. It's the combination that works well. And especially in a live audience, there's a lot of things that you can do to combine those two things. I'm going to tell you, like on a webinar or something like this, when you ask questions to get engagement of your audience, I'm going to ask you to type into the box up here. How many of you really believe that what you're doing is combining training with coaching? How many of you think that you're doing that? Okay, one person, and I know you've had a lot of experience around it. Another person, I have a couple. That's good. I do. That's good. I do a bit. So we have a few people. I know the companies that some of these people are with, and we're on our 10th year working with them. So it takes more than one time. It takes more than just here. Tonight's not going to make you a coach. Tonight is going to expose to you or bring back some thoughts that will come back to life for you that maybe slipped on by. See, people build habits over time, and sometimes we get away from the true coaching skills. So combining coaching with training is important. If you were a good trainer, let's say you're just you have all 9 components of being a great trainer, meaning you've got the voice, you've got stories, you've got engagement, you've got audio-visual things, you've got enthusiasm, you have pausing and interactive activities. You got all 9 of the components. That wasn't 9, but if you had all 9 components, you're good. A good trainer. I want you to write this down because I want this to sink in your brain. Average retention and application of what that person has been teaching you, the trainer, is 22%. So in other words, if I just trained for an hour with you, and that's all I did was training, you would retain 22% of what I said and maybe apply it. When you combine coaching skills with training skills, average retention and application is 88%. That is a huge, huge difference. So would you rather have 22% results or 88% results? I hope you want the 88%. So it's learning how to stop and ask a question. They generally begin with who, what, when, where, or how. Ask a question that engages someone and you're in their head. They don't have to even say it out loud. You're not all saying these things out loud. You know, it's still different. So several of you said, I'm learning. At times I am learning. It's good that you're learning. Training is important. When you apply it with coaching is when you get the bigger results. So I just want you to think about that a little bit. Now, how do you incorporate coaching while you're training? So let's say that I'm at a meeting. I'm at a team meeting. And maybe tonight we're teaching about sponsoring or recruiting. And we're talking about how to do it. These are the 5 steps. Here's how you engage people. This is what you do. You might even try practicing it because that real play gets better engagement, has it stick more. You want to come at it auditorily, kinesthetically, and visually, all 3. But let's say that's all I'm doing is training. You'll get something out of that. Yeah, you'll learn something. But if I combine the coaching with the training, bigger results. So let's say tonight I was teaching that, and someone in the audience, we all have one of these at our meetings, and the person said, I've asked everybody, and nobody wants to join my team. Now, if I can coach that person right there, I'm actually coaching everybody in the room at the same time. So I might say to that person, may I ask you a few questions around that? I've never had anybody say no because they think they're right, so they want to prove me wrong, or they're open to learning. It's one of the two. So, oh yeah, go ahead. So who is everybody? Who specifically is everybody that you've talked to? Oh, well, my sister and my neighbor. Oh, okay. So your sister and neighbor have not joined you yet. So who have you not spoken with yet? Oh, my whole neighborhood. My family doesn't even know I'm in the business. So if they did know, or you did talk to them, which of those do you think might be a customer? See what they say. How many of those do you think might enjoy earning an extra $100, $500, $5,000 or more per month coming into the household? By the way, you better learn about the gig economy. The ultimate gig is we're in it, and you better learn that there's a lot of people that are just looking for $100 or $500. And if you want information about that little publication, it's not on our website, but I've got it. And just write to info@dswa.org and we'll get it to you. Uh-oh, it looks like my internet is going crazy, so I hope I didn't lose you there. So I'm going to coach her right there. So I might even get to agreed action and accountability with her and say something like, so those are the people you haven't asked yet. What if they said yes? What would that do for your family and your business? Pause, wait, see what she comes up with, whatever she says. See, I don't know what she's going to say. You always want to ask the questions you don't know the answer to. See what they say. That's how you build the relationship with the person. It's not interrogation. You got to have good listening responses. Another coaching skill, heart-centered listening. It is important. So you can do it live. You can do it on a phone call. You can bring your coaching in wherever you like. So a question when I'm in your head, your brain must search to find that answer. Your brain will stay engaged. If all I do is make statements, there's a challenge. First of all, people can object with your statements all day long. You generally don't get objections when you're asking questions because people don't object to their own answers. Isn't that interesting? So I can incorporate my coaching with the training at the same time. Let's say today I'm teaching on, how on selling skills. So when would you use that skill at your next event? How would you use that? And ask one question at a time, wait for responses. It's pretty amazing what happens because people their brain stays with you. So incorporate your coaching while you're training. Now, how do you transition from coaching to training and training to coaching? So let's talk about that for just a few minutes too. First of all, if I was coaching you, and example, I was coaching you on recruiting, and so what if anything has been holding you back from recruiting? And they say, I don't even have any idea how to build a relationship with somebody. I might ask a couple more coaching questions, but I might say, okay, you really don't want to do it like this. This price is very nice. We just had that at our Monday night meeting. Was all about that. Who do you know that you could get those notes from? No, but I'm not going to give them a one-on-one training session when I just covered it. But I want them to be able to get the opportunity to get the right training. Or where do you think you would find that information on our website? Who do you know that's good at that could support you in growing in that area? I'm going to try and get her to take responsibility for her business. So if I'm coaching and they don't know what to do, I've got to get some training in there, but I can't stay there. If it's a coaching call, when I first started coaching, I found at an airport, I wish I would have bought 100 of them, but I could make them, I guess, a hat that said coach. A hat said coach on it. And I bought that hat and I sat and had a mirror on my desk. And when I moved to training, because it was really easy for me to do that, I took the coaching hat off. And I looked back in the mirror, oh, crud, I'm back training again. So now let's go back to coaching. And the way you can do that on a phone call is, all right, I can see that maybe this is an area that we could have some additional training. I'll take a few minutes right now. So I'm going to put on my training hat for just a few minutes, and then we'll come right back to coaching, so that they know the coaching call is not for training. It isn't. When you're working individually with people, you can't train people one-on-one and grow a big organization. It isn't going to happen. So same thing, when you're training, how do you move to coaching? So if I'm training tonight, just like in the meeting, and someone says, well, nobody wants to do it, that's an opportunity to coach that person right there. Don't be afraid to move to coaching. Now, you have to have permission to coach people, but you don't say like, honey, you have issues. Can I coach you right now? You really need this. That's not the way. You might say something like, may I ask you a few questions around that? Or could we explore that a little further? Or are you okay if I just kind of get a better understanding of that right now? And they might say no. Well, if they say no, don't do it. But I've never had anybody say no. Because you see, to coach is to serve. Serving others. That's what we're doing when we're coaching. Highest level of service we can give somebody. It says we really care about them, which is important. So that's kind of how we move those back and forth. Now, just so y'all know, we're supposed to try to keep this to a half an hour, but I'm going to go longer on this tonight because I'm going to give you some opportunity at the end for questions, or if you need me to repeat something, or insights, or whatever. So the growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership. Our job in this profession is to support other people, whether that is our customer, whether that is our team, whether that's our children. It's the growth and development of people. Invest in people. This skill is a gift to everybody in your life. I went to a convention, and the best flight I could get out of there was Southwest. Those of you in Australia and New Zealand don't know, Southwest, you pick your own seat, and so you sit down and just take a seat. And it's almost always the middle when you're on the plane last. And anyway, I was on there early and I took a seat, and then two people came and sat right next to me that I didn't know. And two ladies that came on later, and they said, can we pay for that seat? Can we pay you to take that seat? And the guy says, why would you want to pay me? He goes, because you're sitting next to a coach who's really good and we would love that one-on-one time. He goes, oh, I think I'll take her up on that. And it was kind of interesting. But I'm saying to you, on a plane is a great place to practice. They're not going to jump. And, it's not that far. So it's a good place to practice with people. Practice with your own children. The other night, my grandbabies, I have a herd. I have beautiful grandchildren from 1 to 22. And my little granddaughter was having a hard time with some homework. And I was sensing that, her mom was tired. It was the end of the day. She'd worked all day. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to go try a different approach. And I said, Maya, come talk to Mimi. And she came in and sat down. I said, what's going on today with your homework? How you feeling about this homework? I just asked her questions. Her voice was calm. And she said, I think I'm just tired, Mimi. I'm not feeling that good. And I said, oh, I can understand. It's a long day for you too. So what can we do to get through this? Because it's got to be done to go to school tomorrow. What can you do so we can enjoy this more? And she said, Mimi, can we do singing? See, that's how we teach spelling at our houses. We have singing and rhymes and things like that. So it's how can we make this more fun? Because fun's a high value to that little girl. And it was all okay. But you see, when emotions are high, logic is low, and everybody kind of, doesn't do well under that. So the idea is to give people an opportunity to grow, to develop. If you are truly a leader, I believe in my soul that is our highest calling. We can make a difference for a person in a store that we just met when we really care and we want to be there to support them. That can't do it for them. We aren't there to help them. We aren't there for the helpless. We are there in support of people that have a desire to grow and to do more. So let's go on. I'm just, if you want to learn more, we have Coach Excellence Schools coming up here in the next, a bunch of them. We're in Miami. We're in Seattle this weekend. We're in Brea, California. Right now, we don't have any set yet for Australia. We have private schools. Most of our schools actually are private schools right now, and there's hidden websites for those groups. So a company can host a school. You're coming to attend it. You're going to attend in Wisconsin, February 22nd. I'm so happy. You'll love Grace. She's going to be teaching that one. But so you just go to that dswa.org and you'll see something that says events, or you can just type in dswa.org/events. Those are all the public events. If there's something that you need and you don't see it there, or you'd like to host, because there's benefits for you getting to go free if you host one, you can write to coach@dswa.org. Oh, Gina, I'm so happy you're going to be in Dallas. Oh, that'll be a fun school. You're doing advanced. That's great. So, just go check it out. We are doing a lot of new things with DSWA, including our new app that we'll be launching in February. And every Aloha Friday is Aloha Friday in Hawaii. So we called this new video training that's coming out Aloha Friday. You'll get little nuggets and little 10-minute, 5-minute, maybe a little longer, but most of them are short, of training on a variety of subjects. So keeping up with your education, you have more to give when you're taking care of yourself and receiving. So we hope that you'll join us at the Coach Excellence School under that same events tab at the top screen. My internet connection is unstable. I don't know how this is going. But anyway, that same one, there's a thing on Coach Excellence School, so you can read about it. There's something on the Elite course. You can read about that. We just want you to be informed, to make good decisions for yourself. You didn't come in this business to fail. Nobody did. We all want to find success at whatever level you choose to succeed. It doesn't need to be number one in your company. It doesn't need to be $1 million this year. It's what does success look like for you that's important, that you feel successful. So taking care of your own learning and the responsibility for your own learning is important. Don't let that go by the wayside. You deserve greatness in your life. You deserve joy, happiness, and a feeling of success, whatever that is to you. So here's a place you can get it in the direct selling profession. Please don't stop learning and growing. So hopefully getting to Coach School or getting onto that app will be good for you. You can also follow us online. These are all of our different things. I'm Nikki Kehoho. I'm sorry I can't take any more friends, but certainly you can follow or do whatever you want. And I did put the spelling up there. That'll be for you to figure out. And I just wanted to see if we have any more questions about anything that I can answer for you. Otherwise, we can wrap it up. I finished on time. I'm so impressed with myself. And you all, I just, I hope you learned something. Would you please share your aha in the chat box? Whatever you learned tonight that maybe was unique or a refresher or something different. Thank you so much. I really needed this. Thank you, Maritza. I really miss the people in your company. We did a lot of work for them for a lot of years, and they're beautiful souls. Anyone else? What did you get from this tonight? Coaching is not a mechanical thing. It's a heart thing. Remember to keep asking questions instead of telling, oh, yes, you'll get better results and you won't get all those disagreements, and people arguing with what you're saying. I was second guessing myself, and you just confirmed that I am on track. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Good for you. Deborah, I want to coach more. You will love it. It will fill you up because you'll see the results for other people. It's like it doesn't drain you. If you're doing it right, it will not drain you. When you combine coaching and training, retention rises. Application and retention rises to 88%. Coaching is, by the way, the #1 retention tool in the direct selling profession. Great refresher on some of the questions. Very good. Can hardly wait to learn more. Oh gosh, I love these. I can't read fast enough. Oh, I want to learn so much more about coaching. This is amazing. Good for you. You've got it there. And as a member, we have audios on coaching, all different kinds of resources inside and on the Build a Big book. If you ever got that or more Build a Big, there's chapters on coaching. Go back and refresh yourself on that. Just what you said, to ask questions, to not be a counselor guiding the individuals to figure out what they want to achieve. This is the wonderful thing about coaching. You don't have to have the answers. So it's not stressful. It's not exhausting. You aren't doing it right or wrong. It's beautiful. I want to be a master coach. Wow. To provide service. You can be. We have a certification course. There's 3 courses. You can just go starting with level 1, look for level 1 Express School, then go on to advanced. And we're also going to have an online school that's going to start here in about 2 months, which will be good. Great review of Coach Excellence School and applying all that I learned. Help them find their own answers. Very good, Bridget. I realize there's a wealth of info with the membership, but I have not taken advantage of it. Get in there. Wait till you get this app. It'll be so easy for you. It's just on your phone. If you're in the carpool lane, not the carpool lane, but parked waiting for your kids to get out of school, go listen to a few videos or audios, and it'll be simple. And tons of new benefits to membership that will also be launching with the app. You're going to love all the great new things, including if you're in the US, we have insurance for group insurance. Donna reaffirmed that coaching is an interactive relationship that has the purpose of supporting our team members to achieve their goals faster. You got it, Donna. So isn't that exciting? Interactive, it means you're not talking the whole time. See, this is, if you're doing Zooms, asking questions and letting people type into the box, even if you have thousands of people on there, you can do it that way. I just noticed somebody put something in the Q&A. I liked how you stressed that you can use coaching in many levels of our lives. You can use it every aspect of your life. When will the app be available? You will, if you're not a member of DSWA now, you won't get it for a little bit longer. If you're already a member for $8.95 a month, the app is going to be included in the membership, and it will be coming out the middle of this month, which is really good. It's so fun, and there's a lot of cool things you can do with it to message your team and all kinds of things. You'll enjoy, and we're gonna have training around that too. So, any other questions, comments, or thoughts? I'm so happy that you were here with us tonight. I'm happy that you learned and that you really want to grow your business with coaching. You showed up. And I'm just going to ask you one question. Who do you know that could have benefited from being on this tonight? Who do you know? because sometimes people take time to watch Oprah, and I'm certain it's a great program, I'm sure it is, but they sometimes don't take time to do things that directly impact their business and their life in one setting. Because if you take these things to heart, it'll massively support you in every area of your life. I'm a much better grandmother than I was a mother because I now know coaching. And my husband and I were both athletic coaches. It's not the same. You coach to the skill in athletics. Some coaches do learn about how the thinking affects the results. I didn't understand that as well. And the mindset is the most important thing we have. This is what I'm going to wrap up and close with tonight. Your thoughts are the most important thing that you have. Most important thing that you have. And learning to manage your thoughts is a critical component. So here's a self-coaching question. When you're asking yourself something that isn't serving you, say, how would I prefer to feel right now? What is the opposite of that? How can I reverse what I'm thinking right now? This thinking, who is this thinking affecting right now? Those are all questions. You're in charge of your mind, which is really, really good. So here's a question. Are memberships only for Coach Excellence School attendees? It's for anybody. Anybody can sign up at any time. Just go to dswa.org and it says membership. But remember, we got a lot of new things coming out, including business books that you're going to get 3 ebooks a month, including the insurance, including the Zoom app for $9.95 for the enterprise level, including I'm in negotiations with several other big names that y'all know. You get Office Max, Office Depot, those things, but some other big names. I can't wait till we bring out all these new things. So yes, it can be for anybody. Can I sign up even though it's been some time since I did the Elite course? Yes, you can sign up anytime. And it's a monthly fee of it's $8.95 or $89 a year. And so that's an inexpensive thing to get a new training every single Friday, 4 times a month. And now I'm committed to doing those. Both Grace and I are. So again, we hope that this was valuable to you and that you will come and join us at a coach school. Come and join us as a member. Just participate, grow your business, and grow your life. So thanks everyone for a great time tonight, for joining us. And we're going to close off the live on Facebook. Those of you that joined us out there in the Facebook world, we're so happy that you came in. And I'm going to stop the share, and I'm going to stop the video and the meeting itself. So everyone, take care. Have a great